Hello again, everyone. This is Joe Hentges with Beyond the Chart. In this technical analysis of the stock market video, we're going to take a look at the Dow Industrials. One of my key indicators I look at on a regular basis, the three key ETFs, Semiconductors, Home Builders, and Financials, and one key stock from each one of those. So stay tuned. Okay, the title of this, I call this the earnings season because earnings season is about to begin. We're going to start getting the deluge of results, and we'll see if that is going to continue this breakdown or whether we're going to get the rally to start in here or a continued rally. So let's take a look at the Dow. The Dow on Friday didn't do hardly anything, down 6.9 points, tight little doji candle in here, and really it kind of looks like it's just a continuation of the sideways move that's occurred over the last 13 days. And the Dow is, let's see, it closed right here. It's down 12 points over the last 13 days. From March 21st, the close on Friday, down 12 points. That's it. So right now, I'm looking at, from an LA perspective, I think we have a 5-wave A in here is 1, 2, 3, a little 4 pullback, and 5. Got a little zigzag B wave. I'm expecting another move to the downside for at least an ABC. Where we go from there, who knows? Because this thing can become very complex. It can be simple. We'll just have to watch and see. Right now, I've got this channel line down here. I've got potential support zone right down in this area. So my target at this point is in the 19,700 to 20,000 for a pullback. And of course, it's going to need to break this little trend line right in here. Probably do it on Monday or Tuesday in order to start that action. All right, that's the daily. When we look at the weekly, similar type thing. This is more of a channel, kind of a very upright looking channel in here. What I've done is simply a parallel line from 2. That's a parallel to the one that's drawn between 1 and 3. And so it projects a potential area where number 4 could bottom. Okay, so that's what we're watching for this week. Down 7 points for the entire week. And you can see it's just a little doji candle in here. Didn't go anywhere. You know, up and down and then close right back where it opened almost exactly. And the next thing we're going to take a look at is the VIX. The interesting thing about the VIX right now that's got my attention is a couple of things. First, this big potential rounding bottom, okay? And then when you look in here, it's now trading above the 10-day moving average for 5 of the last 6 days. And it looks like it wants to continue to push higher, but it's tried to do that before and then collapsed immediately. So watching to see if this little rounding type bottom holds. And if that's true, then this is going to indicate that more selling is going to start to kick in. All right, let's take a look at the semiconductors. Okay, this didn't change much from last week, and I looked at the same picture. This is a weekly chart of the semiconductors. This is the top of the channel, and this is the channel from the financial crisis lows. So over the last couple of weeks in here, it's just basically stayed right inside the range of the week ending March 24th. So what were we, down 59 cents for the week? So that's the semiconductors. No sign of a breakdown yet. We'll watch and see. Intel. When I look at Intel, I don't really watch this on a regular basis, so I thought I'd check in and see what was going on with it. This is the high, not an all-time high, but this is the high of the last 6-7 years, I believe. And so really, it looks to me like the trading range it's been in since this high was made on October 10th is 38.5 to 33.5. Okay, we did punch slightly above it here intraday, but for all intents and purposes, this looks like the trading range to me. And when you look at where we're closed on Friday, we closed right smack in the middle of it. Okay, so we really haven't gone anywhere. I mean, it's just oscillating back and forth right now. And, I've got the 21 below the 55 on a simple moving averages. Intermediate trends kind of indicating to the downside, but then I've got this little short-term trend to the upside. So little mixed signals in the middle of the trading range. Not a whole lot more to talk about with Intel. Let's take a look at the home builders. Okay, the home builders have been in a very nice solid uptrend, and I've talked about this before. Here's the trend line from the rally from early November, and we'll watch to see it as it come down and test. Right now, we've got this little symmetrical triangle that's working here. We've got a moving average crossing to the downside for the first time in back since December. And of course, that happened when it went through a little bit of a pullback, a little bit of a correction before it resumed to the upside. So we'll watch and see. If we continue to pull down here, we break out of this consolidation, I would expect that it would break this trend line. If it does that, it could mean a more negative or more significant pullback. So that's what we're watching for on the home builders right now. Let's take a look at DH Horton. And I said DH Horton, but it's DR Horton. DHI is the ticker symbol. All right, so here's the high back over here in July of 2016, and this looks like a resistance zone to me. You know, you can see how it came down and formed a little support in this area, broke down out of that support. So I'm calling this a little resistance zone, and when it tried to come up into here, it selling kicked it back in. It's been struggling with that, but it does look like we've got a little symmetrical triangle forming a little consolidation right here at this zone, trying to see if it's going to punch through. Now, with Friday's close, we did get just a slight, moving average cross, and that's happening for the first time. The 10 is going below the 21 for the first time since back here around the first of the year, and so it's been in a solid uptrend ever since then. So the real test is it going to hold up here, or are we about to pull back a little more significantly? So I think if we break below this trend line, that's going to indicate a more selling to come. But right now, I mean, you can't, it's just guessing, honestly. I mean, you've got to wait and let price tell you which way it wants to go. All right, let's take a look at the financials. Here's XLF on a daily chart, and to me, this is in a short-term downtrend. You can see the 10 is below the 21. The 21 is actually now breaking below the 55. This is a 10 exponential, by the way. My blue line is exponential, and then these are simple. And right now, it's pulled back into this lower consolidation area, this lower support area. The real test is that going to be it? Is that going to be enough? Right now, it's trending to the downside. The last 6 days have been below the 10-day moving average, and then this channel line here, it really, what this is again is targeting. I'm targeting a potential bottom for the fourth wave. It doesn't have to stay there by any means. Let me move it back on down a little bit. Now, again, when you look at Elliott wave, 1, 2, very strong 3, fourth wave is what we're looking for, watching for a potential bottom. The fourth wave, it can pull all the way back. As the only rule is it can't overlap wave 1. Okay, so it doesn't have to stop in this area. I just think this is a potential area. Now, if this breaks back down, closing below or getting below 23 and breaking this trend line here, parallel line, I think that would become very negative because there's not a whole lot of support back down in this area right now. Okay, so let's take a look at Citigroup. The thing that jumps out at me about Citigroup on the daily chart is look at this rally from the post-Brexit low. Okay, that rally line has been broken. It broke it on March 21st. We snapped back to that trend line. We've actually had 2 moves to it. And so now the real test is it going to start to roll over and break down further here with Citigroup? That's the big thing I'm watching. You still get the 21 above the 55 in here, so it's a little bit of a sideways consolidation, you could say, from here over since this high at the first of the year. But the fact that it broke this trend line, I think, is also kind of a significant tell that it could start to break down a little bit more. So that's what we're watching. The thing when you look at it on a weekly chart, it's not a very strong chart by any means. I mean, look at this is the 2007 price range back up here in the 550 range, and it got all the way down to what was this 14. We're not even 20, a quarter of the way back of that drop, and kind of a flat kind of rally in here. And here's the trend line of what we've got from 2011 So that's the picture, and watching to see if this thing is going to roll over. Is the rally for the financials done? We're going to find out here fairly soon. All right, that's it for tonight or today. So if you found the video helpful, hit the like button. And if you're not a subscriber on YouTube, subscribe to the YouTube channel. And if you're not watching this on my website, head on over to the website and check out the things I've got for you, the posts I've got over there also. And I wanted to point out to you that I have got a membership page over here. Let me bring it in here. And you can see that's not good. There we go. That's the page at joehentges.net/membership. Just click on the little image on the screen and it'll take you on over there and check out the membership. If you would like to get more analysis, trade ideas, and education, check out the Insider membership. All right, everyone, have a great weekend. We'll talk to you on the next video.